weeks ago, I went to Geneva, Switzerland, for a meeting. I'm an engineer, electronics engineer, and it was for ITU, International Telecommunication Union, and it's a branch of United Nations. And when I was there, I noticed the language of democracy and language of agreement together. We were in one big conference room, and we were trying to reach an agreement on frequency spectrum, and I spent my entire week to do and agree on these spectrum issues, and it reminded me that we are a part of a global, bigger society. And it also made me ask the question how this society, global society, can be a bigger, can be a better society. Let's imagine a utopic society where everybody is happy, individually happy, and cumulatively, totally happy. Where there is security for everybody, where we are feeling free. When I say free, body and soul free, and free will, which is kind of an interesting thing. Free will, let's say, when I say free will, you don't have any economical considerations, for example. You are not concerned about your economy. You just, let's say, do whatever you want. If you want to paint, you paint. If you want to, I don't know, play music, you play. You want to dance, you dance, and whenever you want to do that. Let's think that this is a utopic society and you are able to get whatever you want. Well, when I thought about this, I also came to this point that I like to get meal when I'm the most hungry, or I like water most when I'm thirsty. So when something is free and available and abundant, usually it little bit loses its meaning and it doesn't make you that much happy. So when I say utopic and everything is free and okay, it sounds good, but if you don't try to go and reach that, it doesn't give that much value, and you don't understand the value of it, maybe. And let's imagine a society where a utopic society. This is the second case. There is no rules. Let's remove the rules. When I say rules, it might be traditions, it might be religious rules, ethical rules, it might be law. Law is actually a combination of all these, our common laws that our governments are applying. Let's imagine we remove. Why am I removing in a utopic society? Because I think maybe those rules are pressurizing us instead of protecting our freedom. Sometimes, and it is the case, they in fact pressurize us, and sometimes they are misused. People misuse them. The ones who are in power, they might misuse. And let's imagine we have removed all the rules, and let's utopically, hypothetically imagine for 5 minutes we have removed all the laws and killing is free. Let's imagine stealing is free for 5 minutes, and you won't be judged. Then what will happen for that 5 minutes? I think the world will be totally another place. And we didn't do this experiment, but let's think about, I don't know, any country which doesn't have rules in place. And it is that way. So the rules are necessity. So I won't say in a utopic society we can remove all the rules. I wish we can, but we cannot. Let's imagine a utopic society that there is goodwill in everybody. This is the third case. Goodwill. Everybody has goodwill, and everybody does good. When I say goodwill and doing good, it's an interesting thing. It's not doing good and getting the results. It is actually the way you do it. It's not the results, right? The honorable thing is doing good. If you might be losing while doing good, it's possible, probable, and a lot of times you lose when you do good. But eventually, doing good is what is important. And unfortunately, this is really a utopic case because unfortunately, evil exists, and we see it every day. We saw it 1 week ago, we saw it weeks ago in Ankara, in Paris, in Lebanon. I don't know. We have seen it in the airplane that was going from Egypt to Russia, and unfortunately, all those things happen. So it's not that logical or easy to remove. When I was talking to, when I was reading a book who somebody wrote, he just left the prison. He was saying every day in prison he was trying to remind himself a reason to be happy every day. So one of the things that I think individuals and as a society in total, what we should do is maybe we should check out our situation and our status every day, if we are happy or not. Maybe you listen to silence, maybe you try to listen and find a meaning from the cacophony in the noise, but you still get that time. So you live the instant, that's one thing. And all the other things that I mentioned, maybe they are possible and we have to think about them. When we were sitting 193 countries in that chamber room, I think one of the things that we should do is, and we all should remember, we should still work towards this global society where there is really freedom, where people are really happy, even though it's really hard to reach. We should still try. We should not leave that dream. Thank you.